Welcome to the Embodied Soul podcast, Soulpreneur. This is a life and business space for you to raise your vibration and energetically connect to your Dharma, your spiritual life purpose, so you can take aligned action to embody your uniqueness like never before. You are needed in your fullest expression. So I'm talking about the sacral plateau today. So let me rewind. Manifesting generators and generators, you are sacral beings. So that means that you have a defined sacral center that's going to give you the most beautiful, powerful life force energy. I am a generator. I wake up every morning because I do what I love. Let me at it. Let me at the day. I can't wait to get going. Like I'm lit up by what I do. What I do creates more energy. And then by the end of the day, I literally need to burn it up before I go to bed. I am full and bursting of energy. Generators are here to create. We're here to share our energy with the world. We're literally little dynamos when aligned. So I will always proviso when aligned, because when not aligned, when doing things that don't light you up, you are going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel burnout. It's not going to feel good. So I proviso with when aligned. Generators get a plateau though. So we kind of work, we go up and then we plateau and then we go up, we plateau. I used to hate the plateau. We're designed to all, if you think of our society, and human design is a way to decondition from society. So in our society, we're programmed to hustle, keep going, don't stop, keep going. And when you're a generator, you've got this energy that wants to keep going and wants to keep going. But it's unrealistic to want to keep going and progressing and growing all the time. Growth is like this, and growth plateaus. So you have something called the plateau. And I only teach from my lens of experience. I'm going to teach and talk to you about how the plateau feels for me. And I laugh because in my business, my plateau isn't like most people's plateaus. So I have multifaceted business. In my plateau phase, it means I'm not creating or bringing anything new to the world. I still run. I make myself laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. I still run a beautiful membership space called Unbound. That's very magical, and I create new content and hold space every month for that. I teach weekly yin yoga and have a membership for that. I do readings and other things, human design readings, and yeah, that's my baseline. It's my minimum baseline. Around that, I will create masterclasses and launch programs and do all sorts of beautiful things. Teach Reiki, healing, shamanic work, write a book, and I pop up. But when I'm when I'm coasting, so that's my coasting, which is probably some people's full on, but I'm just the way I am, and that's fine. So when it's my coasting period, what that looks like for me is not bringing anything else out new into the world. So in those times, I see it as a powering up. I see it as a review, as an audit. Who am I now? What am I doing? What don't I enjoy doing? What do I want to do more of? I look at myself more. I look at my human design chart. I go deeper. I maybe bring a bit of gene keys in. I do lots of in-depth journaling. I'll do some card work. I'll up my self-care. I'll go for more walks. I will study what lights me up. I have a line 1 in my profile. So what I'm doing in my plateau phase, I'm actually powering up. It's like I'm shedding a skin. It's like the void in healing. I'm going into the void. The void can be very scary because it's the unknown, it's stillness, it's deepness, it's non-action, it's no-thingness. So I'm like, oh, great, I can feel a plateau coming. I used to hate it. I used to get frustrated. Why aren't I doing anything? Why can't I think of the next thing to do? Because it's time to remember the version of me that I am stepping into now. Who am I now? Because I'm very different to who I was at the beginning of the year or last year. So it's a pause, it's a time for reflection, it's a time for recalibration, it's a time for stepping into your future self, it's a time for working out what you want in life. And then you listen to your strategy, you wait for the response. You listen to your inner authority and you run it through past the sacral and your authority. What do I want to do now? What feels good to me now? Who am I now? What's lighting me up right now? And you learn to take a rest and a pause. Every generator will need a service and a deep clean and a rest every now and then. And you are no different. So the sacral plateau is a time to be celebrated. It's a time to step off the treadmill that is society, that's keep going regardless. You don't want to put your energy towards something that doesn't feel good. That's not going to light the world up, and it's not going to light you up. It's time to just take your foot off the gas for a bit, reflect and audit, so that when you're ready to go again, your energy, you're all in, your energy's there, and whatever you put your energies to will be explosive. People are going to feel it. You're like, literally after my plateau, about the week before I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. Like, I can feel it. Come on, world, let me at it. That's the sort of person I want to work with. I want to work with someone who's full of energy and it's bursting out of them, not someone who's tired and like, oh, I don't want to do this, but I've got to do this. I don't want to stop. I don't need to stop. So generators, love your plateau phase. Recognize that you too, just like reflectors and projectors and manifestors, you need a break every now and then. Let yourself have that. It's not even a luxury, it's a necessity of rest. Model that to people. Normalize having a break. Normalize having a pause and going within and auditing and working out who you are now. Be a conscious creator, not just a mindless minion. This came into my mind. But seriously, not just mindlessly keep going, next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing. Be a conscious creator. Use the plateau, use it wisely. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe and let anyone else know who would find this of interest and help to them. All the links are in the show notes below. Sending love. Bye.